And welcome back. So I know we tried putting the X in Christmas last episode, and unfortunately the little Christmas decorations don't really come through. But it's okay. Maybe we'll see if they pop in soon. I think we're gonna let's try heading to one of our homes before we run out of too much energy. Oh, run it by me. Get them back up. We've got a lot of stuff here rented. Okay. Here's our. Let's get to our home. So, there's one of our daily tickets. Okay. What are we the least happy about? It's a good question. We've had some books. Hygiene's a little low, but that's okay. Let's grab a book. And let's just read it for a while. You'll see. Even without eating. We can skip time pretty fast here with our book. Oop. Come on, the hour swap. But I just opened up the game, so it might be a little upset if the hour changes. Okay. Here's a fun sign, so we could sort of learn what we might need more of. So we need pretty much just expensive clothes. So if we'll sort of see the running out soons, it's a pretty easy sign to tell what you actually need more of. And it's at least a little nicer to do, as we had 0 issues. I think our clothing stores are closed now anyways. Oh yeah, it's closed now anyways. And what was the other one? Clothing 1. Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, they're all closed, but we'll probably need to get ready to set up a new clothing store or new clothing production tomorrow. Let's put the book set down for now. Let's come rest for the night. Oop, I didn't need 8 hours. Let's go for the 5. Can we hit it? Yeah, we can. Oh, 5 minutes, 5 hours and 1 minute. Let's see. We still made almost 3 million. Oh, it's our delivery alert. Cheap jewelry. Okay, so we still aren't producing enough. It's funny to me. Maybe we'll look into that. So again, maybe we'll put some of our jewelry stuff in our clothing stores. Let's grab a bit of food. Take a book with us. You know what? Nothing's open yet, so let's just read for the next couple hours. Reading is probably the easiest way to skip time and boost happiness. Pretty easy. Use pretty little energy doing it. Okay, our gyms are all open. Awesome. All our alerts are gone again, which is beautiful. What was this contact about? Oh, the government for our daily parking tickets. Yep. So, I'm thinking we are in the industry city. Did I set up the second clothing factory yet? I think I started to, right? Yeah, that's clothes factory 1. Did I not start setting it up? I thought I was doing it. Oh, yeah, here it is. So that's the clothing expensive modern. So maybe we'll get ready to do the classics. Let's see, this is an L3, but I like that this one's there. So let's not do that L3 if we don't have to. Yeah, we can do this L3. So this can be clothing expensive modern. Or classic, sorry. Classic. Classic. I don't actually know what the other clothing one I named was. So, Clothes Factory 1. What did I call it? Clothing X Modern. Okay. So, let's just rename so we can match. Clothes. Not experience. So, clothing X Classic. Boop. Okay, that should get it in order. Okay. I don't know if I love that I call it clothing. You know what? Let's call it clothes. Yeah, let's call them both clothes. Just to get them in the order that I want them to be. So that's Clothes Factory. And then let's come here and we'll just get this as Clothes Expensive Modern. And then Clothes Expensive Classic. Perfect. So we'll be able to get these factories up and running. It is Friday. Let's read for a tad bit longer. We can just skip time, read this one actually. Just so we can wait for the factory store to open. Perfect. Factory store is open. So let's get our next set of clothing factory up. Factory supply. Let's do these first because I think I always forget to do these ones. So clothing. X Classic 14. Let's add. We need a coffee machine. I don't remember if we need a sofa, but I normally just get a sofa for the lols. Don't need a bookshelf. Don't need any of that. Don't need any of that. Don't need any of that. Don't need that. Still got a speaker for the lols. We do need a fridge. I don't think we need the sink and the toilet things, but we get them for the fun of it. Just so we have something to do. We do need a fridge. I don't remember if we need a cabinet. No, I don't think we need a cabinet. No, we don't need a cabinet. I had to think about that one for a second. I don't remember if we need a TV, but I think we need a water cooler. So that should do it. Coffee, water cooler, fridge. I'm pretty sure all actual requests. I don't remember if the other ones become... where's toilet? Why am I missing a toilet? Oh, there we go. Oh, I had a toilet. Oh, that's 3 toilets. I want to go down. Perfect. I don't actually have a counter or anything either to put the coffee on this time. I noticed. Oh, flatbed station. I was wondering what's the difference between a flatbed station and flatbed spawner? Huh. I don't know. I'm curious now. You have to add them both for the lols. Okay. Bedside table it is. We'll hit order. Let's go to the right place, right? Yeah. Now we can go to the factory supply. We have 4.5 million. So if we go factory... Oh, I didn't put X, but we did put X. So X Classic this afternoon. We don't actually need consumer goods, I lied, but let's just get like... We're going to need a lot of conveyors. So I'm just going to get 1 full order of conveyors. And just keep clicking. Can you control click? I don't remember. No. And I don't have an auto clicker set up right now, so... Boom. And we'll do another order. Same sort of thing. Close X Classic. Friday. We'll go like half splitter, half conveyor belt, I think, on this one. We're going to need a lot of both, so... So that's half. And then the other half, we're going splitters. This one's going to be a little more expensive, but not too much. So that is a little under a mil. We really think the math, so that leaves us with 4 point... not 4. That leaves us like 3.8 or so, I think, if we did the math funny. So let's see, what can we get with 3.8 or 3.8? So, easy way for the expensive clothes. It's a 2 to 3 ratio. So 2 of these to 3 of these. Jewelry is 1 laser or 2 laser cutters to 1 of the other machines. I know I mentioned in the comments before. It's just sort of, if you count everything in a minute, if you try to break everything down to 1 minute and like think about how much you need for 1 minute, clothing's a little funny. You get the expensive was every 15 minutes, I believe. I think the laser cutters cut every 30 and then the sewing machines work every 15 minutes. It was some funny ratio, but it's okay. We'll grab a couple inputs for the fun of it. So yeah, the clothing's just you cut the fabric on a laser cutter and then you sew it together. It's a pretty sort of easy system. Grab a bunch of pallet shelves. So let's think here. Well, pretty much whatever we get of this, we just gotta get a couple more the other way. Here. If we go 20, 20 is 1 full line, and then 30 is 1 full line. And how much money does that cost? Okay, that costs us too much. I see in the bottom left. We could go half. So if we go like 10, let's go 12, and I can do the math. No, that's gonna be too much money still. So 8 is 4 and 4, and then 8 times. I can do the math. Honestly, just easy to get a bunch of these. These are pretty cheap anyway, so I can just get all of these that we need. But I can get a full line's worth anyways. But if we say, what, 24? 24 gets us there. There we go. I did the math and we're good. That was some rough math. 3 point, yeah, that gets us enough. And, you know, we can get a couple more of these for fun. That should be fine. Yeah, that's just 3.5. And then that still leaves us with another like 300,000, I think, dollars when we're done. We have outputs, we have inputs, we have cutters, we have sewing. Yeah, honestly, we could have done more laser cutters, but that's fine. It's a good start. Alrighty. That is the start here. We do actually have somewhere to go first. We could take the book with us for fun. Let's go to the truck shop because we gotta go get a truck. So it says the destination. I know that's a truck stop. It's nice that it's in the corner. I like when the games sort of put stuff in sort of their own little corner spaces so you know where they are. It helps us learn where we need to go a little bit better. Okay. Let's go to the truck stop first. Let's get the truck. I wonder, can we buy it? Yeah, I'm assuming we can buy it with this in our hand. Let's go that color today. I feel like truck color doesn't matter too much to me quite yet, but maybe soon. We're still pretty okay on our hunger and our happiness. Oh, trucks are behind us. So, I know as we're sort of... Oh, I had to put that in the truck. To say, no, as we're sort of getting further and further in this run, I don't know, if we're honest, if next episode's gonna be this series, or I might start peppering in. I kind of wanted to start a new series that I don't know if I'll pepper it in at at this time and sort of transition these to be a little more open, because I think I don't want to say we're coming near the end of the series, but like we can keep going on this set. Oh, that's the wrong factory. This is it. Nope, this is it. Yeah. But I want to try doing a bit of a challenge run next, where we're pretty much gonna. This one we did I'd say it's a bit of a challenge run where like all our stores kind of had to be pretty. So we pretty much just like doubled the cost at least of all our stores, was to say the challenge of it. And like I like that we're doing that. I have even gotten like the D10 offices. I sort of started playing with a little fancy blueprint of those. So we'll be able to open up some smaller offices too. And I do actually want to update our large office plan, because I know it got a little bugged and funny, but could have just been my timing a bit. Ooh, like a glove. Let's grab the stuff out the back quick though. But I want our sort of next series, I want to just, I don't want to say go all out, but I want to do pretty much local only. So you'll sort of see this series, I'm going to open BizBan, where we can actually sort of import stuff. Like if we look at Jet Cargo, we're importing the like kebab skewers and then selling them just like straight up. So like we could be importing them for $3.75 or $3.73 and selling them for like $20. Like that's sort of the ratio. And like if we even look at some of these, like we were so like here, like we're importing beer and wine. So we're importing it for $1. We're importing it for like $3.56. And then if we're even looking at our nightclub, like our real nightclub to say, each like dollar beer and like $3 each dollar beer is giving us $19. So like we sold like $18 almost profit each, like $17.50 each even. And like where's wine? Wine's somewhere on here too, I thought. Oh no, wine you don't sell here. Wine's in our grocery store. So like really, I feel like that's a bit of an easier way, where if we think in a different sort of slower challenge to think, where there's a lot of these products that we can make. Like we could make burgers. It is not cost effective, but you can make these. You can make these. I think you can make a cup of coffee. You can make this. You can make this. You can make this. If we look at the next one, you can make this, but we're like straight up importing and selling. So we like sold last week 8,632. It costs like $3 to import, but we can, instead of importing like the finished products where we sold over 5,000, we'd have to sort of we can import raw goods. So we'd have to, like for the cups, we'd have to import the clay. I think it's the clay for cups. Yeah. jewelry like right now, where like the cheap jewelry we can import, but for the expensive jewelry we like have had to. So like that's not gonna. I don't want to say that's gonna change too much, but like the profit margin goes down a little for like all our electronic stuff that we're using each week. Yeah, so to see here, like we use like 6,000. We produce like 6,000 watches and phones, right? So like, it's a huge number. Actually, I wonder, is that only there? Let's find out. Look at plastic. Oh yeah, so we literally used 6,000. We made 6,000 watches last week. Last week we made 4,000 phones. So like we can make a lot of money on stuff off locally producing, but we can't make money like early on wise. It'll slow us down. Like we can't make money right now. Oh, let's go back to the menu, purchasing agent. I gotta find the right one that's doing it. Like we can't make money here where we bought like 7,500. Where like we can't make money from Bluestone. Where like we are buying them for 75.50, but like selling them at a lot of jewelry stores. It's a good example, yeah. I don't think this is my good example. Yeah, this is okay. But we're selling them at the jewelry store, like those cheap jewelers, for $220. So we're making almost 3 times their value, which is kind of a lot. But if we had to stop and actually go through each thing that we're making and only locally producing it, I think that would be a good challenge. I'd also maybe look at sort of limiting. I don't know if I'd look too close into limiting where we build. I think factories I'm okay with in this district, but I don't know. I don't know if we can sort of build as much of a store set like we've built here. If we're sort of we've got a lot of stores in this area, and there's not too much competition versus like where the rivals actually are right now. Sort of not in that district, but like these areas where, I mean, like we can take over this district. We did, like we took so much of this over. If we started getting some here, like we'd have to build in here more, in Hell's Kitchen where there's a rival, in like Murray Hill where we have a rival, right? Like, and then like in Midtown where there's a rival, but there's not really a rival. There's no rival I don't think there's a rival in Lower Manhattan. So like all our hard work in Lower Manhattan, which is I guess the old factory district, there's no rival there right now. So maybe we'll get one in the next update where like I think the challenge I'm thinking of would be a better thriving thing, because it is a bit of a factory focus. I think this is the next garage where like I think there's a car behind me, maybe. No, there's not. Perfect. But I do hate backing into these spots. I just know we're going to have to pull forward a bit in a second here, too, to line myself back up better. Maybe I can do it like this, and we can sort of S-turn in. Let's go that way a little. Oh, I say, did we get a lot of deliveries? Nope, but we made it. Oh, okay. We spent a little bit more than I thought. That we'd have 300,000. Oh, we did have 300,000-ish left. We had $350 left. Okay, our math was great, because we had to buy the 2 trucks. I was worried for a second. I forgot I already bought a truck. But look at that. I'm getting better at my factory math. So I think that series would be pretty good in that, and I think we're getting better and better at figuring how factories work. Where like just sort of following our line. I can honestly put these like just here for now. Boom. I put a pallet shelf here. I was gonna try to get the first one sort of in the right spot, right-ish spot. Because I don't actually know if they do the pallet shelf delivery in order. I kind of want to test that next. It's a pretty fun idea to check. Let's get the stuff that'll make these people happy. Am I on the speaker? Nope, I misclicked. That's okay. Toggle. I don't actually remember if they need a sofa. I gotta double check that order. I don't actually think they need a TV, but I kind of grab them for the lulz. But yeah, and do we get the 2 flatbeds? Okay, let's figure out what's the difference. So this is a flatbed station. Good to know. And then what is a flatbed spawner? Oh, okay, I can see the difference now. If you also want to see the difference, this is a spawner. That's a station. It's a pretty good difference. I think we also bought a couple too many laser cutters, but that's okay. Boom. I think we actually want to go right up to the wall. So let's drag in here. You can actually just place a couple of these. And let's put the toilet and the sink out too, so then we're good. Can't believe I nailed our money pretty good there. These are a little bit for us. I didn't buy a bed. That was maybe my one regret for here, that we didn't order it. But that's okay. Input, output, conveyors. Look at how many we have 150 conveyors. It's not enough. I haven't counted how many conveyors we need, but I know we're gonna need more. Okay. If we work backwards, honestly, splitters. Boom. Boom. I think we're just rough dropping some here. We could actually move closer. It would probably be smarter, you know? We can move this closer. Let's just build out the line, and maybe we'll explain it as we go. So this is actually going to be the end of the line. And we're just going to actually build the end of this line, like right up to the wall, pretty much. Because it's fine, it doesn't matter. We're not going to go past there. So these lines are pretty funny. I think I actually need to go forward. I think this, I actually don't know if I have the distance right. Yeah, that's the right distance. Boom, okay. Okay, there we go. So it'll be some similar-ish to that. But we don't actually need to go. Boom, let's grab the laser cutter. I do have those a little one too close. That's perfect. So these will actually go forward one, I think. These can go back one, if I'm not mistaken, each. I don't remember if I did the splitter in the middle. We'll find out in a second, won't we? So you can actually go forward. You can go forward. You would go here. Yeah, these are 4 apart. Perfect. So that is all extra that we don't technically need there, which is fine. This goes here. This goes here. Okay, perfect. Okay. Okay. Perfect. So if we go for the conveyor belts, so this one would go right. This one, I didn't mean to walk. And I also didn't mean to grab the input yet, but that's okay. We'll grab that. So the conveyor belts will go. Work alarm. I got the bit of time though. We're good. And boom. We're just gonna do 4 on this side, and then the laser cutters will go 1, 2, 2. Perfect. I could actually maybe have spaced it and timed it to be perfect there, but it's a little risky. But here we go. So conveyor belts will go out to the left. And then these conveyor belts will go here. So you'll sort of see our conveyor belt line. We'll just sort of continue down. We'll have like our little input going into each of our conveyor lines. And then the one will split off to the right. Or our left, but here, it's right. It'll split off into the laser cutter. So after we'd go into the laser cutters, we'll have our literal line of sewing machines. Let's get our literal line of sewing machines. Just let me place the right amount just to match here. I don't remember did we buy too many? I think I bought a couple too many, but that's okay. So the first ones, they'll pretty much all get a conveyor belt down. Did I? Oh, I spaced them too close. That's why. They're supposed to have a gap of 1 between them. I remember now. We're just remembering as we go here. So that should actually line up. Is there a gap of 1 in between them? Did I not gap these out, right? Boom, boom. Oh, nope, we're good. There is a gap. I lied. Okay, there should be a gap of 1 between each of these. So I did actually put this line 1. This should all be 1 to the left. Oh, I'm too close. That's better. Okay. Now, why should that line be all 1 to the left? And we'll fix the back. Don't worry. Because we're going to actually take a splitter. And we'll go 1 splitter. And we're going to go 2 splitter. And then, oh, you're going to say, but oh no, nothing's touching this line. Oh, ho, ho, ho. You'd be mistaken because this end of the line gets 1 that way. And then the next one goes that way. Now, if you're wondering why do we do this for the expensive clothes, it's an easy sort of message to say. I'm just going to grab a conveyor belt regular here for a second so it'll say it right. Because if we hit 7 and we can get into this tool, we're going to be cutting fabric classic expensive is correct. And we're going to cut classic expensive. And then we're going to actually make classic expensive. Let's do male on this line. I don't remember if it was male on the other thing that it needed. But we'll do male on this side. And then the next line, we're going to do another line facing this one. Oh, and we'll hit apply. Now, it's not going to tell us quite yet what we needed there, or the timing, because I forgot to put these. So let's just put these conveyors. And then they'll all be on a line going in. So it's okay. We'll just put that there for now. So you're going to see this laser cutter actually takes 10 minutes. Oh, okay. I was a little off on my time. So it takes 10 minutes to cut fabric. So we need 10 of these down the line, which is the right amount that I thought we need. So we're going to have 10 of these all the way here for 1 input because it can do 1 per minute and 10 minutes. Easy peasy. Up here, these take 15 minutes. Well, if we break this down, 1 per minute, it needs 1.5 minutes. Right, if we divide by 10, every minute it produces every 1.5 minutes. Well, if we have 2 of them, they'd produce every 3 minutes. Right? But we don't need every 3 minutes. But if we have these 2 together, and we were to split these up, we should be able to add these 2. We add together these 3 we add together. So every 10 minutes, this is going to make 2. Every 10 minutes, these are going to need less than 2. Right? Like, if they're going to need 3 every 15, it's going to be 45. So every 45 minutes, how many is this going to make? It's going to make enough. It's going to make like 4. Right, 4, I guess 4.5. Oh. Not 4. Oh, this is going to make more than enough for sure, yeah. So we're good. Right? So, like, these are going to backlog in. I feel like my math is right, but who knows? And, like, this is pretty much going to do that. Boom, we'll get our conveyors going down. And, like, this is pretty much the line that we're just going to need to update and get pushed through. So we'll see how much of this line that I might build it between. I might also build the next one, so we'll have, like, 4 cutters one side, 4 cutters the next side. But before we forget, let's see how we do this week. We went up a little bit more. We actually went up a lot yesterday, I think. We had another, what, 500,000? Yeah. Oh, no, 700,000 yesterday. Okay. You can see our numbers going up. We had a little dip there, but that's okay. How's Hong doing? He's plateaued a little again. That's fine. We're not really going after him quite yet. We might start. Theory is going down a little. Did he close a business? No, he didn't. Did Hong? No, Hong didn't close anything. He's 26. Jessica, I feel like she's... No, she didn't close anything, but she also went down a little bit. But I guess part of her is in... I think she's a little bit in the district we're going after, which we actually got to scroll to Ingrid, who I think went down another place. Yeah, she's down to 82. Oof. I believe she's closed a couple... Oh, she closed stuff yesterday. I think last episode we sort of saw she closed a little bit. She didn't close. So let's see how she doing. Yeah, her diamond store is losing money. Oh, her bookstores weren't losing money yesterday either. So now they're losing money. Her clothing store's pretty close to losing money. We should maybe see it lose. That's like crazy. Look at her. We haven't really gone after her fast food very well. I guess in her vegetable shop. And well, yesterday was Thursday, so I guess she gets a little bit of reprieve because I haven't opened our nightclub every day of the week. So she's only really making money at her nightclub and liquor store, I think. Because I'm pretty sure our nightclub in the area is going after her. She's poaching some of our people. She did try to. Yeah, she opened the 3 new businesses, the 3 supermarkets, which was really funny to me. But like, hey, look at how well they're doing for the cost of opening a supermarket. She's not doing so hot. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Her jewelry store is getting closer and closer to an acceptable price to pay. It is a little tempting because I don't know if we know this. I also know our M1 gift shop does technically have enough stuff that we could put a jewelry store if we just added more security guards. So it might be worth swapping our gift shop in the next district. Oh, no, it isn't this district. Oh no, we're in the clothing district. We're not in the clothing district. We're in the factory district. Where's the output? Here we go. So our gift shop we have right here. If we could change this into a jewelry store, and we could start making a lot of money. I guess the same with here, because are we selling cheap jewelry? We're not selling cheap jewelry. I think we just need to add jewelry stuff because we do have the watch stations here at both of these. Are we selling any here? We are selling some here. Okay. Oh, do we have a gap in the schedule? No. Okay, we're good. But we are selling watches here already, which we do sell at our jewelry stores for now, just until we get electronic stores to take over it. But we could just add some cheap jewelry, expensive jewelry, and then we have what it takes. Might be a bit of a future thing, but we'll have to see how far into the future that'll take us to get there. Because, we do make some big plans sometimes. It's okay to make these good plans to see how things go. I gotta realign these things, I know. This is off at least by 1. That doesn't need to be there. Oh, the hour change is giving us a little bit of a fight. There we go. But hey, we'll have another clothing jewelry factory up and running in like just a moment, which like doesn't take us long to set up anymore. It's kind of crazy to think about like how easily we can get these in. I could also have gone this about half a block more to the left if we just do these on yeah, I could do. Oh no, I can't do these on the inside. I lied. Yeah, I could maybe have tried spacing these out smarter, but you know. The splitter's in the right spots. Actually, I do need the splitter here. There we go. And then this guy needed to be back 1. This guy needed to be back 1. That needed to be back 1. Perfect. We bought a couple too many of these, which is okay. You know, sometimes you overorder a little bit, and you don't always realize. And we overorder a lot. We can be real. We'll be real with ourselves. We're not always the best at tracking our orders properly. Why is this wrong? Should this be to the left one? Okay, I guess it can. No, but it can't. Because it won't be in line. Huh. I did something. I'll figure it out in a second or so. Nope. Oh, that's why I missed this line. I missed. Okay, we're good. I've definitely got the focus in, but that's okay. We can do whatever we put our mind to, and I believe in us. But you could also see the amount of conveyor belts we've sort of already placed. in the amount of all these that we're going with. Nope, I missed. I feel like I misclicked a couple times today. And we could be getting a little better at clicking, right? Okay, I think that conveyor is also backwards. Yep, it was. But okay, and then if we just get the next part of our line going down, and we're gonna block ourselves in if we're not too cautious. Okay, and boom, boom, boom. See, perfect. We can build this all the way down if we need when we need to, but we might have to do that on the next one. So I don't want to say I wouldn't be too surprised, like we were sort of saying in the middle here. I might do a bit of the challenge run. I mean, if you have ideas to make the challenge harder too, I might start recording it between now and then, or I might do a couple more of these. I want to take out Ingrid. I was kind of hoping we would have taken a little bit more time to take her out. But you know what, maybe we'll see about tonight if we take her out a little bit better tonight. I got a couple shelves, so let's at least try setting up. Do I have a logistics person for here? Okay, we will need another logistics person. For here. I didn't put the drivers in, so they won't be able to do that quite yet. But let's check out our purchasing people. Is Maritime clothing? Yes, so Maritime is getting clothing factory stuff there. Maritime. Are you also Maritime? No. So the problem is we're doing expensive clothing twice. So either we get this Maritime to sort of also be in regular order for this. Might be worth it. Yeah, okay, we'll do another smart delivery. How much are we getting here? Just 10,000. Clothes. X Classic. Just get 10K. Made order. We'll call it a repeating order. Okay. Honestly, it doesn't need to be urgent. If we wait a day or two to get this started, it's fine. How much should we go through here? Oh, I didn't even say, but we still have 7,623 in the warehouse, so we should be pretty good for a while. And the logistics person we could set up, we're probably just gonna send all our clothing from this factory to our other factory, just because it's probably easier. I think that's what I did on the other one. So if we'll just get it set each day, we'll be able to boost production. Let's see. Yeah, classic expensive female, male, female, male. Oh, modern cheap. Okay. We're not really producing too much modern cheap, and we can order the modern cheaps. So we might need to boost some of that. I was going to double check and peek too. I guess we're going to do it through here. Purchasing. Oh, there's a question over there. I don't actually know what this is. Let me see. Ooh, that's a good question. I don't think so. I feel like I don't love. That's a good question. Can we ask you a quick question? After Big Ambitions has been fully released, would you be interested in an online MMO-like version? I think I like that this game's offline. I feel like I'm sort of in the middle. Because I think that this is the kind of game... I mean, right now I feel like we'd be in that sort of dominating sort of phase. But I feel like this is a tough game where the economy needs a lot of balancing through it in order to do that. And I think it's a little tough. So maybe we'll come back to that. I might leave that open for now. So you'll see that for a second, but it's a good one to think about. Is it going to be too far in the way, actually? I don't want to lose it, but okay, I didn't lose it. I was curious. If we lost that, I was just going to be bothersome on the Discord, which it's a fun place to be. Let's peek at Maritime. Do you also get the jewelry stuff at Maritime? Which it is tempting. Are you not doing... Okay. We could maybe even add a couple cheap jewelries or expensive jewelry lines to these factories. I don't love doing that. But it wouldn't hurt because we have here and here is these two lines. And then we'll have a little bit of space back here to set up some jewelry stuff. Oh, look at that. There's the next day. It was kind of stalling through the day. And we have a little space back here to set up some either storage and things too. So if we could do like a mini jewelry factory just in this little area, it is enough space to set up a few laser cutters and a few more things too, just to really lock in the jewelry store-ness. Just because I do see some of our clothing stores are running a little bit out of... Oh, no, I guess just our jewelry stores are running out of jewelry. And that it does save our logistics person from going jewelry store, clothing store, jewelry store, clothing store. And like, worst case, we just like disable those. I don't know. It's just something to think about for the future. Let's peek at our raffle one more time. How's she doing? Oh, she was 14, so now she's 15. How much is she making each day? Ooh, she plateaued a little bit at the bottom. I mean, down 10K. Let's see. Oh, more businesses. Her clothing stores are now in the negative. Awesome, awesome. Her supermarkets are down a fair bit also. Her electronics store is doing a little better than I would like. It is also a C2 with good traffic. So we did make that new C2. In the Garmick district also. Well, we could buy this out from her. There's a couple that we could technically have bought out from her. You know what? Can we offer her 1 mil? I'm just curious. Will she take it? No. I mean, that's more money than she makes in a while. I was curious if she would take it or not, but that is an interesting way these go, yeah. Look at our last transactions. It's funny. But you can see we're making good money. How's our losses? It doesn't really say. I mean, we have a lot of just places with nothing in it. Ooh, okay. Yeah, headquarters cost us $12,000. Our clothing factories. Okay, we're gonna have more employees in them, so they'll start costing us more and more. Our little watch factories. Electronics too. Oh, electronics too. Yeah, that's doing good. Our phone factory. I mean, yeah. Place is covered in our private residence. We spent $142 in rent. That's it. We might need to get a better home life soon. Just because, you know, we could be doing better, I guess. But, here's the start of a new clothing factory. It should help with most of this. The cheap jewelry stuff. Saturday, Sunday, yeah. So I guess we're going to be out of jewelry for 2 days. So maybe we'll need to look into that soon, too. Because I think they'll be red tomorrow. I'm pretty sure they're going to be reds tomorrow. And I don't really think we want them to be red, do we? So, grab our book and put it in the right spot. But, do we grind out this day and just let it go until the next one? Nah, I think we'll see how these go. We're pretty close to getting Ingrid out. She's going down. Oh. Did you get a new business recently? No? Okay. I mean, there's a lot of these people. Oh, you've closed a business. So, yeah, you can see there's a lot of these ones, too. That I think some of these people were sort of in Garment District, too, with her. And now they've sort of transitioned out to, like, Lower Manhattan, those ones. But I feel a little bad for these Garment District people. Just because we're just copying what Ingrid's doing. Oh, she's got a lot of property. But we're just sort of we have pretty much one of each of Ingrid's businesses. Maybe we might need to actually set up a liquor store. And maybe we'll set up... Do we have a food restaurant? I might have closed it, so maybe we'll have to open up these sort of two. Or these, I think we can sell coffee at our fast food. And then if we have a liquor store, we'll take out the nightclub. We have a supermarket, so we might need to get a liquor store to really just finish taking her out. That might be our sort of next good step. But we sort of set ourselves up first, and then we'll set her out next. But the only way we can do that will be next time. So I'll see you soon, whether or not it's this series or a little challenge one. I'd love to get your ideas and thoughts in the comments too. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.